Hey everybody, this is Dean and welcome to Photo Blue. Today I thought I'd discuss what functions still need to be moved over to Luminar Neo from Luminar AI. And some of the functions have been moved around. I'll go over that as well. And some of the functionality might be superseded or unnecessary or low priority. So let's just go over the functionality here. We're looking at Luminar AI right here. So to start with, Enhanced AI moved over already. Composition AI, at first I thought that was not moved over, but it is now under something called Crop AI. We have Erase, Light, Structure, Color, Black and White. Those are all in here. Details right here, this is kind of the sharpen thing, that is under the develop module now. Denoise, landscape, and vignette are all moved over. So then we have the creative section. Sky AI has been moved over. That's for sky replacement. Atmosphere, sun rays, dramatic, mood, toning, matte, mystical, glow, and film grain all moved over. There's only one in this creative section that has not been moved over, and that's Augmented Sky. Now, Neo has layers, whereas Luminar AI does not, and Augmented Sky actually used a layer-like technology, so if we want to put a balloon in this picture, we can actually click here and tell it where to place it. So you can do that type of thing with layers. So I don't know if they're going to move this over. It's more of a fun kind of thing. It's not real super useful, whereas a more flexible layer thing will allow you to do similar things but more customized. They have a pack of objects for Augmented Sky on the Skylum site that actually has whales and dolphins and stuff that you can put flying through the sky, which is, I mean, it might be fun or it might be funny, but it's probably not greatly useful. It's definitely a low priority to move it over. Alright, so then we have the portrait section. All this stuff is in Neo. And then we get down to professional. Optics has auto distortion, remove chromatic abbreviation, and it has lens distortion, where you can kind of manually mess with the distortion, and it also has de-vignette. De-vignette is redundant. You can really do most of that or the same type of thing using the vignette tool. But all of these tools under optics have been moved to the develop module in Neo. So they have been moved. Super contrast and color harmony have been moved, and they're under the professional section in Neo. Burn and dodge has not been moved yet, and this is a useful tool. So I hope they do actually move this one soon. In burn and dodge, what you can do is take a brush and lighten and darken different areas, which is very useful. And then the clone tool has not been moved. In the clone tool, you can kind of hit Alt and select an area, and then you can clone things from around that area as you wish. And so that's a tool that's actually in Photoshop. They have a clone tool. So clone tool could be very useful for certain areas, like if you had a field filled with flowers, or half of it was filled with flowers or something, you might clone stamp flowers on other parts of the field where there were flowers missing, for example. So that could be a useful function to have, particularly for touch-ups. So that's another thing they have to move. There's a section here called templates, which is now called presets, basically the same thing. So that's pretty much all the stuff that needs to be moved, what's been moved, and what's been moved over, and it just put in a different area. I'm Dean, and this has been Photo Blue, and I'll see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like.